Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania is finally out, and man, I've been waiting too long for this! I'll be really honest, I was worried for this entire, news cycle, release cycle process, because every time they would announce something for this game, I'd think, this looks like a perfect video game. It can't possibly be this perfect. But I'm happy to report now, officially, that it seems like they nailed it. It feels like they nailed it. This is going to be a little bit hard to discuss because a lot of this has to do with feel and sort of minute differences in the engines between the original games and the new games. But let's talk about the objectives first. Objectively, you got 8 playable monkeys, 2 playable humans, 3 boxes, a hedgehog, a fox, a 3rd grader, an eyeball, and whatever the hell this thing is. They've added a bunch of new gameplay modes in this, which all seem really cool, but honestly, I've only really been playing the story mode and the challenge modes, since that's kind of more what I'm into Monkey Ball for. And I've only played one of the mini games, which we'll get to later. As far as the main gameplay modes, so I was kind of wondering initially how they were going to break this up, because you've got Monkey Ball 1, 2, and Deluxe all as a part of this. Now, Monkey Ball Deluxe was Monkey Ball 1 and 2 combined with a few extra stages in it. So I wasn't sure exactly how they were going to separate these. Were they going to have Monkey Ball 1, 2, and then Monkey Ball 1 and 2? That'd be kind of weird. What they ended up doing is you have the Monkey Ball 2 story mode, and then you've got Monkey Ball 1 challenge mode, Monkey Ball 2 challenge mode, and then an unlockable for the DX stages, which is the 46 extra stages that they added to Monkey Ball Deluxe as their own sort of challenge mode. The Monkey Ball 2 story is kind of funny because there's no dialogue in it at all, it's a motion comic, and so a lot of it is kind of unintelligible if you haven't already played Monkey Ball 2. The story mode gives you tons of points which you can use to buy all the characters and the clothes in the shop. The DLC characters actually aren't out yet, which I didn't realize. Maybe they'll release on release day, but I'm playing early because the deluxe version released a few days early. The gameplay here was my number one biggest concern because, throughout the release cycle we saw all these different characters they were adding, all the different modes they were adding. We saw that it looks beautiful. I was a little bit worried about the music remixes because the ones in Banana Blitz HD were not better than the ones from Banana Blitz original. But luckily all the music is banging, it's firing on all cylinders, music is amazing, I love it. I saw some people saying that they don't feel like EDM and dubstep fits Monkey Ball, which I aggressively disagree with because to me, the identity of Sega properties, main first-party Sega properties, is that they're modern, they got checkerboards, and they got stars. That's Sega to me. So the music's great, music out of the way. Gameplay. They're releasing all this stuff, and it all looks amazing, but my concern was that if it doesn't play like Monkey Ball, then it will all have been for naught. This entire project hinged entirely on if this feels like Monkey Ball 1 and 2, because Banana Blitz did not, really. But thankfully, oh my god, thankfully, it feels like Monkey Ball 1 and 2. Mostly. This is where it gets a little weird and difficult to talk about, because I can't even entirely nail down what it is. The game feels a little bit stiffer. It doesn't feel as loose, which I think you can see in gameplay footage. Hopefully you can see in gameplay footage. I've heard some people saying that they feel like the left and right turning is a little bit restricted, which I can't. I played them back to back. I ran all of Jungle Island from Monkey Ball 2 and Monkey Ball Banana Mania back to back, doing my approximation of a speedrun, which is not a proper speedrun. And I don't know. Initially, I thought that Monkey Ball 2 original felt faster, but then looking at the footage back to back, I think that Banana Mania is actually faster. But it doesn't feel faster. It's very bizarre. But the comparison between the two, it's like 95% there. It's good. It feels good to play. And they didn't do much in the way of, babying it up, which doesn't bother me either way, but they changed a couple of the old stages, like Arthropod has wider platforms now, and the cycle on the actual goal spinning around is a lot more generous, I think. It spins a little bit faster, so you don't have to wait for 5 minutes for the thing to come around. And they actually have an unlockable mode that has the original, unedited version of those. I haven't played that mode, but it's there. I'm not even sure what stages they changed other than Arthropod, honestly, because most of them seem the same. At first, I thought that the platform in Hollow in Jungle Island was a little bit wider because I was landing the speedrun jump off the ramp more consistently, but even that I can't. It is all down to feel. It's so strange. But as far as the objective things that are in the game, it is objectively, it's as close to a perfect game as I've played in a while. It is Monkey Ball 1, 2, and Deluxe, and they took out lives, which people were upset about, but it doesn't matter, is the thing. And bananas don't give you points, and obviously don't give you lives anymore because there are no lives, which again people were upset about. But like, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't value games based on how difficult they are. Monkey Ball is difficult because like its core design is awkward and weird to play around. The fact that you're tilting the stage and not necessarily entirely moving your character is a really weird thing to get used to. And there are a lot of stages in the game that are not that hard once you beat them the first time, but trying to internalize the logic of the game and understand and become accustomed to the physics in the game, that's the hard part. I think there's still plenty of difficulty to be found in the game without the lives. But then you might ask, well, if there's no lives and there's no continues and there's no real penalty for failing, then why have a practice mode? Well, dear viewer, I'll tell you why I have a practice mode, because in this game's practice mode, you can press the triangle button on your PlayStation controller to reset the stage without having to go into the pause menu. I could not believe I did it on accident the first time. I didn't even mean to do it. My thumb slid over the triangle button, and suddenly I was back where I was when I started. The character customization is another big feature in this game, and it's really funny. Stuff like Mimi wearing hat sideways because her flower is on the other side is really charming. And it's actually crazy how changing shirts for different characters like retextures their costumes, sort of. Where Yan Yan's little ball hair clip things change color when you change her shirt. And Doctor's different shirts account for his sleeves and everything. Baby's visor changes colors when you change his shirt. It's great. Some of the balls with the textures on them are a little bit hard to see through. And I think in general in the game, the balls are a little bit more opaque. And I've had this problem in a few stages where I've never really had issues before, but I couldn't see the lines on the ground or I couldn't see the path in front of me as clearly because the ball was like harder to see through. Your monkey also feels like smaller on the screen in a weird way, but I think it's just because the stage itself, you can see more of the stage around you because it's like proper, widescreen. It fits your computer now. You're not locked to a little 4x3 box of monkey. As far as the minigames go, again, the only one that I played was Monkey Targets because I love Monkey Targets. It's probably my favorite minigame in the whole thing. Monkey Billiards is really fun, and Monkey Bowling is fun, but that's because it's a bowling game. But Monkey Targets is such a specific thing that Monkey Ball 2 did perfect. It's amazing in Monkey Ball 2. And then when Banana Blitz HD came out, I played Monkey Targets, and it's just not right. It just doesn't feel. It feels wrong, and the weight is all wrong, and everything about it was just like, I don't like it. And in this one, it's a little bit off because instead of it seems like they didn't want you rolling down the whole big ramp like you did in the original game. And so once you hit the incline, you like accelerate weird, and then when you open the ball, the direction, like the angle you're pointing against the wind, is really aggressive. It takes some getting used to. It's not exactly the way it used to be, but it's not bad. And I'll take it not being bad over it, being unplayable. So that was the only one that I played, but I watched some footage of the other ones, and all the minigames seem fine. And there's plenty of them in the game again, as opposed to Banana Blitz HD. I don't hate Banana Blitz HD. That game just has a lot of problems. One thing that I actually did like about Banana Blitz, in a weird way, sort of just as a different way to play Monkey Ball, is I didn't hate the jump button. Because being able to create your own acceleration is kind of interesting in certain stages. That's more what I used it for. It's supposed to be for platforming, but whenever you hit the ground, you speed up a little bit. Because that's how Monkey Ball physics work in general. And so, like, instead of having to roll against the sides of the wall in the beginning of the stage, you can just jump to get yourself some speed going. The jump feature is unlockable in this game. It's really expensive for some reason. It's like they don't want people using it or something. But it is there for anybody who, I guess, started a Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD first. Like Switch owners who got that game when it came out and then wanted to see what this one was about, but, you know, maybe they would miss their jump button. I don't know. It's harmless having it there. It's all for fun. This whole game is just for fun. Everything about this game is just style and fun overload, and I'm so happy that they didn't mess it up. With the way Sonic games have been coming out and stuff like that, I was really nervous, but I think they killed it. I think it's good. I'm going to keep practicing and trying to get faster so that hopefully you guys can see my name on the time attack scores at some point in the top 10, at least. But either way, if you were on the fence about this game, I would highly recommend it, especially because it's not even full retail price. It's $30 for the regular and $40 for the deluxe edition. The digital deluxe edition comes with the classic Monkey Ball skins, the classic Monkey Ball 2 music, and the Sega Genesis console characters, which are really disorienting to play with because they don't move in the ball. But I guess that's something to talk about too, is actually playing as the other characters, playing as Sonic, Tails, Kiryu, and Beat. It's so cool that they're in the game, especially Kiryu, because he deserves to be in the ball. And the fact that the bananas changed to game-appropriate items for them to pick up is awesome too. The only weird thing is that they don't make any noises, and I'm so used to hearing Ai go woo woo when he hits the edges of platforms and stuff. And Gongon likes to yell "Utu" in this game, which is great. So all of those vocalizations I'm kind of accustomed to, so when I play as Kiryu and you clear a stage and he just does a little fist pump and then flies off into the sun, it feels like something's missing. But I'm still so happy to be playing as Kiryu. And Sonic does the spin ball when he's going really fast, which is great. So in conclusion, I guess to wrap up, features here. You got all of Monkey Ball 1, 2, and Deluxe. You've got beautiful new graphics, resolution's great, frame rate is solid 60, doesn't dip, runs great. You've got a ton of characters, you got a ton of costumes, with more coming out soon. There's a ton of ways to play the game, the music sounds great, game's cheap in price but not cheap in quality, and the game is only 3 gigabytes, which I appreciate in an era where I can't have fighting games installed because they take up like 90% of my hard drive space. So go get yourself some Monkey Ball and have a ball. Thank you for watching, and make sure you guys cooperate, yeah woo. And don't forget your magical spell, which is of course EE Poo.